you're going to need 8 red bands, 6 orange bands, 6 yellow bands, 6 green bands, 6 blue bands, and 7 purple bands. You're going to start with your loom pointing with the red arrow pointing away from you. You're going to start by getting the red band and stretching it from the first center pin to this pin to your right. Next, you're going to place another red band going straight ahead from the last pin you looped it on. Then you're going to place an orange band, and after that orange one, you're going to do another orange. Next, there's going to be 2 yellow bands placed in front of the orange, then 2 green placed in front of those, 2 blue in front of those, and 2 purple in front of those. Now, after you place that purple band, you place another purple band from the side to the last center pin. We're going to start by getting a red band and placing it on the middle row directly in front of the pin that's already looped with some red bands. Then we're going to place another red band. Then there's going to be 2 orange bands placed directly in front of those. And then 2 yellow directly in front of those. After the yellow, there's going to be 2 green, then 2 blue, then 2 purple, similar to the first row's pattern. For the final row, you're going to start by placing the band from the center pin out to the left. Then you're going to place another red band directly in front, another in front of that, and one final band in front of that one. After you do that, you're going to place 2 orange bands, then 2 of all the other colors of the rainbow in rainbow order, like the previous rows. So 2 yellow after the orange, 2 green after the yellow, 2 blue after the green, and we'll only be placing 1 purple band after the 2 blue bands. The purple band in the last row will be stretched from the pin that has the last blue band on it to the middle last pin. Now we're going to place a cap band. So to make the cap band, you take a purple band, you stretch it out between 2 fingers, a figure 8, and turn it upon itself to make a small circle. Then you place it on top of the purple band we just placed. To make the triangles, you're going to need 10 white bands and 1 S-clip. We're going to place a triangle on the second row, so you're not going to start with the first row, you're going to skip 1 row and start on the second row, and you stretch a white rubber band from that center pin to the side pins to make a triangle. And we're going to go up the loom, placing a total of 10 triangles on top of the rubber bands that were placed. Before you start to loop the bands, you have to turn your loom so that the arrow is pointing towards you instead of away from you. We're going to start by looping the first center pin. So to do this, you push back all bands on the top, so the cap bands and 2 bands. Grab the bottom band with the hook, push it up, and loop it so it turns upon itself. So in this case, the band is to your right. Then we're going to loop the blue band, so you reach down and grab the blue band with the hook and push it over so it loops around the pin in front. Then we get to the first triangle, and for this you loop it the same as other bands, but you want to make sure that you push back that triangle band and loop it loop the blue band so it's over that. Just continue looping that same way for that row. For the last band in that row, you want to loop it from the right to the center pin. Now you're going to loop the middle row. So to do this, you just reach into the first center pin and you pull back the top bands and grab the bottom band and loop it forward. And you continue looping forward. You don't have to worry about the triangle bands. You just want to loop it the same way you did the first one, but you don't have to push back the white band because it's not going to be in your way. At the end of this row, you're going to want to push down all the bands on that last middle pin. The last row is going to be looped like the first row, whereas you reach in, grab that last band, pull it over to the last row, and loop forward. And when you get to the triangle, make sure you push the white band back, grab the appropriate color band, and pull it over. For the last band in the row, you want to make sure you loop it to the center pin, then push all of those bands down. You're going to flip your loom around, then you're going to reach into the center pin with all the red bands with your hook all the way down, make sure you have all the bands in there, put a white band on the end of the hook, then carefully push up and loop the white band around all the red bands back onto the hook. Then you're going to push the white band onto the thickest part of the hook. Then you're going to grab the hook and you're going to pull up and forward so you get the bracelet off the loom. Make sure to do this slowly and carefully to avoid rubber bands breaking. And now the bracelet is completed and all that's left to do is extend it. To extend the band, you can pick any color you want. For me, I picked white. And you just make a single row on one of the side rows. And then you place the bracelet's cap band, so the purple part in this case. You're going to stretch that for the last band. You're going to flip the loom around, reach into the purple band, grab that white band, loop it around, and continue up the loom. After you loop the last white band, you're going to use the hook and stretch it to the middle row to the previous pin. You're going to grab your S-clip and snap it on to that last white band that was looped in the little space. You want to make sure that both of the bands are in one little section of the S-clip. Then you're going to grab that band by the S-clip and lift up to remove the extension. After that, you're going to use the white band that is attached to the hook, and you're going to slide it off of the hook and loop that around to the S-clip, and you want to make sure that that band, both of the white parts, is on the other side of the S-clip. And once you do that, the bracelet is complete. I hope that this tutorial was helpful, and I hope you liked the bracelet.